ಮೊದಲೊಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಬಂದ ವಿಘ್ನಗಳ ಕಳಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಬಂದ ವಿಘ್ನಗಳ ಕಳಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಬಂದ ವಿಘ್ನಗಳೇ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲೊಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದ ಪೂಜಿಸಿದ ಧರ್ಮರಾಯ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದ ಪೂಜಿಸಿದ ಧರ್ಮರಾಯ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ ರಾಜ್ಯತಾ ಗಣನಾಥ ಸಾಧಿಸಿದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲೊಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಹಿಂದೆ ರಾವಣನು ಮದದಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂಜಿಸದೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ರಾವಣನು ಮದದಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಪೂಜಿಸದೆ ಸಂದರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾ ಗಣನಾಥ ಸಂದರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಮೊದಲೊಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ ಆದೇವಾ ವಂದಿಪೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಗಣನಾಥ.
Thank you, Diksha and Suchitra. I request the student coordinator of Aero Club, Mr. Divyamshu Yashwanti Nagesh, for the welcome speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and beloved members of our community, good morning. It's a truly pleasure to stand before you today and extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Your presence here is a source of great joy and inspiration as we come together to celebrate vayurvya, our decade of legacy. The remarkable journey of the club over the past decade. The goal is to instill a sense of admiration, cultivate a strong community spirit, and kindle the excitement among the participants and supporters of Aero Club Nitte, commemorating a decade of expertise in the field of aero modeling. Before we proceed further, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and warmly welcome our distinguished guests who have graced us with their presence today. Firstly, I would like to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Javaji Muniratnam. Javaji Muniratnam sir, an aeronautical engineer with a postgraduate diploma in management with over 30 years of experience. He has begun his career at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited and then worked at DSQ for 12 years, handling European and American projects. In 2002, he joined the Godrej Group and later Air System India. In 2013, he started a consultancy firm for aerospace, auto, and general engineering. He has served as founder, president of Infinite Indian IT Association in Germany, past member of Aero and Defense Forum of IACC, past member of SIG Aero and Defense in NASSCOM, past chairman SA India Bangalore section, past chairman SA India Aerospace Board, past chairman Engineering Education Board SA India. His special awards include recipient of prestigious Hindustan Group of Institutions, Distinguished Alumnus Award, recipient of Imperial Society of Innovative Engineers Award for Outstanding Contribution for Engineering Education, recipient of Roll of Honor Award for SA India Foundation, and currently founder director of JMC focused on industrial business and the chairman of SA India Aerospace Forum. We warmly welcome you, sir. We are also delighted to welcome our distinguished alumnus, Lieutenant Commander Divin Bharadwaj, the founder of Aero Club Nitte, among us today. Hailing from Mumbai and graduating in mechanical engineering from NMMIT Nitte, Divin's illustrious career in the Indian Navy's aviation sector showcases his commitment and expertise. Commissioned in 2014, specialized in maritime reconnaissance flying, accumulating over 2,500 operation flying hours and contributing significantly to testing and inducting advanced maritime reconnaissance aircraft for the Indian Navy. His achievements, including commendations and notable assignments with INAS 310 and INAS 314, make us proud to have him here with us. We extend a warm welcome to you today. I'm delighted to extend a warm welcome to the president of today's event, principal of NMMIT Institute of Technology, Dr. Niranjan Chiplunkar. His leadership has been instrumental in shaping the academic excellence and vibrant community. Please join me in extending a heartfelt welcome to our principal. We would also welcome the vice principal of NMMIT Institute of Technology, Dr. I.R. Minkantaya sir. We warmly welcome you, sir. Furthermore, acknowledging the invaluable contributions of the technical coordinator of Aero Club, Dr. Gururaj Upadhyaya, we extend a sincere welcome to you, sir. We would also welcome Balbir Singh, aeronautical professor from MIT Manipal. I am genuinely delighted to offer a heartfelt welcome to the mentors of Aero Club, Mr. Anant Irasappa, Mr. Karthik B, Mrs. Harshita Suresh, and Mr. Gautam Nayak. Despite not being able to join us physically for the event, their guidance and mentorship have been instrumental in shaping the decade-long legacy we celebrate today. Additionally, I extend a deep honor in welcoming our mentors, Mr. Ankit Bandari, Mrs. Shushmita, and Mr. Basangauda Patil, along with all the dedicated alumni who collective efforts have made this event a reality for the Aero Club. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to all those who have contributed to the planning and organization of this event. Welcome and thank you for being the driving force behind the Aero Club's journey. As we embark on this together, let us embrace the opportunities for learning, growth, and collaboration that lie ahead. May today be a celebration of unity, purpose, and progress as we work towards a brighter future for all. Once again, I extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of this special occasion, and we hope you enjoy the proceedings ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Divyamshu. I would like to invite the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to light the lamp symbolizing the formal inauguration of Vayurvya. To light the lamp along with the dignitaries. Thank you, everybody. After years of active participation in SAE, Aero Club, currently having 22 active SAE India members, takes great pride in unveiling the commencement of the SAE Collegiate Aero Wing at our college. It is with immense pleasure we introduce the list of SAE Collegiate Aero Wing members to our esteemed guests. I now invite Mr. Javaji Muniratnam, Chairman of SAE Aerospace Forum, to share a few words.
Good morning, girls and boys, dignitaries and the dais, Dr. Niranjan, Principal of the Institute, Mr. Dayal, am I right, sir? Dr. Dayal? No, then Vice President. Mr. Ramesh, okay. Mr. Ramesh, and your beloved alumni, Mr. Divin, Lieutenant Colonel, Mr. Lieutenant Commander, Mr. Bharadwaj, and Dr. Guru Raj, who has been coordinating for this event with me from the beginning. And again, another illustrious academician, Dr. Balveer Singh, and wonderful students around here. This is the first time, you might have heard that I'm associated with SAE. I'm like you, one of the volunteers in SAE. We hold different positions, but we're all volunteers. This is the first time I've seen a list of SAE members in a large list like this. So kudos to all the team members. Very proud, honestly very proud to see that at one go there are about 20 plus team members have joined this club. What we have been struggling in SAE is how do we motivate the students. So before that, I would like to briefly take you over SAE. So how many of you are not familiar with SAE here? I'm glad. I'm very glad. Okay. How old is SAE globally? Any wild guess? Any wild guess?
15 years.
Somebody answered.
Last 15 years.
15 years. Okay. Any other next wild guess?
Anyway, it's guess, you may guess.
Just guess, yeah, absolutely. No prizes for this.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Or no punishment. No negative marks. Any wild guess? Okay. I'll come to the point. SAE started much before any one of us were born. Okay, it's a 125-year-old organization started by, so you're part of that legacy. Started by Henry Ford and Wright brothers. When the very early nascent stage of engineering, automotive, aerospace, they felt that we need to have some standards. So that's how it was started. So we have covered about 127 years of journey globally. In India, we are present since 26 years. We are present geographically. You are all part of the Bangalore section, which encompasses entire Karnataka region. And we have southern section, which takes care of Telangana, Andhra, and Kerala, etc. Then western, northern section. So that's a geographical presence. And we also have a vertical, that is aerospace, automotive, engineering, education, food, etc. So on the aerospace, it's all India committee. So currently I head that aerospace board. So similarly, we have automotive and everything. How many of you are aware of famous Baha event? BAJA, it's spelled. You're aware of that. Have you participated? Okay.
Our college participates.
Sorry?
Our college
Your
part.
college participated, yeah. I'm glad to hear that. It's a flagship event for SAE. There are about 7,000 students congregate in one location. Just imagine, there are a lot of videos are available. 7,000 students congregate, and this is a off-road vehicle competition. Similarly, we have competition for Supra, FE cycle. Then we have Aerothon. How many of you participated in Aerothon? You did? Okay. In Chikbalapur.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that's being conducted by Aerospace Board. Okay. We also have Aero Design competition, which is conducted by Southern section of SA India. Okay. So there are various events where we interact with the students, we encourage them, we mentor them. In fact, a lot of mentoring happens. Please believe me. How was the interaction or your experience with Aerothon?
Yeah, it was nice. Like we got to meet many students from across India, like from all parts of India. Students came.
Yeah, there were 87 teams
Yeah,
participated
yeah,
initially. Yeah.
yeah. For phase 187.
Yeah. So you came to that GTTC as well.
Not this year. Last year we came.
Last year
Yeah.
GTTC. Yeah.
Last year we came first. There.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. And how is the mentoring happening from the professionals?
Yeah, it was good. Like we talked with many professionals like across the different industries, and it was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what we wanted to encourage all the industry leaders. We want them to interact with the students, mentor them. See, it is not only mentoring of the students, we also get to learn a lot when we interact with youngsters like you, who are very passionate, enthusiastic, very informed about the latest technologies. Okay, we keep working and sometimes in silos, whereas you explore quite a lot, isn't it? So we get to learn a lot. So we encourage participants to interact with the industry leaders on every competition. Please do that. So this is the brief information about SA International and SA India. In SA India, we are about 55,000 members. Okay, it's not a small group, 55,000 members. And I also would like to share that SA India, across India, that is Chennai, Bangalore, across all the regions, we conduct literally one program per day. That means we have more than 365 events or lecture series, PDPs, FDPs, whatever you call. Constantly something keeps happening. Request you to actually go through the websites, participate. See, today I was just looking at Mr. Bharadwaj. You see the satisfaction in his face. He's alumni of this institute. He's so happy that interesting event is happening. And he passionately came, and I believe he has been participating in all your activities. So you also have to kind of take active part, encourage your other colleagues and students, and interact with the leaders when they come. Okay, so do encourage a lot of activities. And I was just observing one tagline behind the T-shirt. Very interesting tagline. If I'm right, did it say that you don't fly drones?
We don't just navigate.
We navigate dreams. That's exactly you should do. You should not just study alone. You should do beyond that. Okay. So with this, I wish you all the good luck. I'm very happy and proud to be here. And thanks for inviting me to interact with you. Wish you all the good luck. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts. Now let's welcome Lieutenant Commander Divin Bhardwaj, the founder of Aero Club Nitte, to share a few words.
At the onset, respected Principal Dr. Chaplankar, who has been my principal, Vice Principal, Dr. Mitantaya, who has also been my Vice Principal, and that to my very good friend, esteemed guests, Gururaj sir, who's always been there with me, and all you beloved friends at Aero Club and Nitte. I extend a very good morning to you and a warm welcome. It is an honor for me to be here with you today on this great occasion, and I'm delighted to be here. And given the gathering, I'll keep this speech to a bare minimum. I think Divyanshu and the guys who were interacting with me, they did not take me seriously when I told them that if you let me speak, then you will wait for me to end. I've been known to do that. So you can ask your principal and vice principal. So believe me, I'm a good orator in this regard, and you will want me to end. So I'll keep it short. Nevertheless, they gave me 15 minutes. I don't know how dare they give me 15 minutes to speak, but then that's how it is supposed to be today. It only seems like yesterday that I was amongst you, trying desperately to justify to all the people who had believed in me when I said I want to start something like this and I want to get this dream going. And going this dream over, it has actually been running since then. I did not expect it to. I was there with the club for a good about 3 years when we started. It was a group of friends who got together. We said we do something like this from the past experiences which we have, and then it started on from there. And that is why when initially Divyanshu and gang, when they approached me and told me to deliver this speech, frankly, I thought it's a big audience and I was curious. Don't get me wrong, it's not because I can't speak again, as I have told you, but then he was telling me to share a part of my life, of my past, which for some reason I take pride in keeping it a very secret. So I don't disclose my past to anyone. So here he was asking me to say something about my past. And given the audience here are very young, and y'all are at a very critical junction of your life, like I was when I was in your chair. So I really had to think what to speak to you. In fact, for today and tomorrow, and maybe when I speak next. So it's not like the usual talks which I give when I go to schools or maybe when I visit institutions. It's a really different kind of a thought, because anything I say will have a repercussion on your life. Maybe in a positive way, or it can be negative if you don't take it in the right spirit. So I will tell you the story of this Aero Club as I have been briefed to, and I'll break it into three parts. That's usually how I break it into. Don't worry, it's just three short stories which will last for 15 minutes, so you'll have to bear with me. Now, how many of you have the habit of actually, okay, let me put this, in this way. How many of you are on Instagram? All of you? Yeah. Okay, it's banned for us, but then you all are free to do it. And how many of you just go through reels, or do you even go through motivational speeches or maybe stories of life? Do you? Or it's just reels that you follow? Okay, how many of you have heard about the famous speech which Steve Jobs gave? There's only one speech he's given, by the way, which is very famous. It was for an audience like you. Okay, he gave it in a very famous university with audience of this, you know, this experience level, and it's a very sensitive speech. And it actually rings bells. It is very familiar to what I speak when I go out, and then it was only recently that I found out. There's one famous thing wherever you go, even in the forces, they tell us, and in fact, in life, it's about connecting the dots. How many of you believe in this? None. That means you'll have not gone through this speech or maybe never heard of it. Okay? Well, dots do connect. If you were to take your point, your life, every event in your life has a specific point or a dot. Later on, when you look back at life, maybe after a few years, you will find out that the dots have actually connected to lead you to where you want to be. But then you have to believe in this phenomena. It has worked for me. To put it into perspective, let me give you an actual story. The story starts with a boy. Okay, the boy was a bright one who scored excellent marks in his class 10th. And then he joined one of the best colleges there is, who can dream of, it's called the Ramnarayan Ruya College. I know this boy personally. For 12th. Then what can go wrong from here? Well, many things. Bad choices. For some reason, like all of you, or majority of you, if I were to say, the boy said, I will become an engineer because he was obsessed with flying. And then he said, but I don't want to do it from anywhere. I will do it from the IITs. And that too specifically IIT Mumbai for some reason. Now this boy, he did not know how to ride a bike, neither how to drive a car, but he wanted to fly. Very strange. But then he just wanted to do it. And then he started working towards fulfilling this. But as luck would have it, when the time came to give this exam, he realized he was very well short. Like most of you. Okay, that's because you all are given only two career options, either become an engineer or a doctor. That's how the Indian society works, right? So that's what happened with this boy. And then at the very end, he realized, okay, now I don't need to screw up. I need to study for my 12th. So what does he do? He starts studying for his 12th with great difficulty. He managed to push through his 12th. Just barely managed. How? 60 in maths and physics from one of the toppers in the state. Okay. And that boy is actually fortunately the person who corrected that paper. If not 60, if he would have marked him 59, he wouldn't have been where he is today. So maybe that guy who corrected the paper had some faith in him. And then, because he was giving his JE and not preparing for any other examination, he did not have an option. Well, he had, but then he did not want to take up that option. So then the boy decides, I will take a break. Now this, in a very traditional Indian society like ours, is very detrimental. It is unheard of. It requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of push and a support from especially your parents and maybe your friends. But then he nevertheless, he decided that he will take a break. And if you believe me, those were the best times of his life. I don't know why, but every person who's ever been successful has always taken a break. Don't take inspiration from that. But then that is how it works for some reason. That break was not at all romantic, okay? But still, it turned out to be the most important year in his life. Why? He had plenty of time in his hand. And his thought process was very clear now. He knew JE is not for him. Okay? Maybe it was not because he couldn't make it. It was not something he wanted. His parents started pushing him to attend some workshops or some events, which back in Mumbai they do happen. You get these ads on Times of India and all these places because they knew he was passionate and they did not want him to be at home and get tensed. So one such day, he visits a workshop for aero modeling. A basic workshop. Why? Because this boy wanted to fly. So he goes there. Something related to aero, so he goes there. And what does he do there? He builds a basic chuck glider. Do you even build chuck gliders these days? Or you start with tow lines only? Do you build chuck gliders? They stop. That's the most beautiful thing you can actually build. That is why when the club started, we used to train people to build chuck gliders. It takes a lot of effort to build a chuck glider. It has to be, the precision has to be perfect for that glider to fly or else it will fall. He built a chuck glider, the first chuck glider in his life. And this was the single most important event of his life which shaped his career next. Why? Because it is after this, then he decided to join Nitte. He came here after an year, he did well, by the way. After that, you get a shock once, and then if you're good enough, you will realize, okay, now is the time. He came to Nitte. He met an amazing set of friends. Never attended college though, and your principal and vice principal will be cursing me for saying this, because they knew, they pushed for me to actually be given attendance and make it to the fourth year with, by the way, it was, with good marks. So don't try the stunt. My attendance stood at 45, 50 always, but I was always attending some or the other events or maybe attending sports. And believe me, this is very important in your life. Rather than academics are very important. You need to do good in academics, but what you do besides that actually shapes what your life is in the future, because that cannot be driven by force. That is what you choose, that is what shapes you, and that is what is your personality. You cannot tell a person who does not know to dance like me to go and dance. It doesn't happen that way. So if you want a person to dance, he should be interested in dancing. So if you want to do something in extracurriculars, you have to be good in that and you have to have passion towards that. So fast forward to today, the same club that they built, those set of friends, is now amongst the most renowned and has produced many experts in this field. And I'm not just saying this. If you go through each one, the history of each one of us who are a part of the original team, you will find out somewhere or the other, they're always, you will find them associated with something in aerospace, either with RPAs or flying or maybe somewhere else. And they're doing good. And how did they make it there? They found their own way. They were not dependent on others. And they were so good that they were picked up. Neither would many of us have been successful as we are today had it not been for this one set of group. So believe me when I say that dots do connect. If it hadn't been for that one break leading to that one workshop, leading to that one day when we decided to form this club, all those people who were associated would not have been where they are today. So failures are important in life. If you are failing, it will lead to something good. That doesn't mean now you start failing in all your exams. Okay? But then it does happen. Of course, it is impossible to connect the dots looking forward. You cannot do it. And neither could I when I was in college and things were going wrong with me. It hits you bad, but remember, it is only and only going forward in life, when you look back at it, that you realize that that line is very, very clear. You have connected the dots. And things were meant to be, and that is why they happened to you. So remember this. Again, I say this. You cannot look forward and connect the dots. If you're trying to do that just by one speech, then you're getting it wrong. Things will happen to you. So you have to trust that whatever is happening with your life is happening for good, and the dots will connect in future. You have to trust your feelings, your destiny, and your gut feeling. It is a risk. No doubt it is a risk, but it is a risk worth taking. And believe me, this approach has never let me down. The second story is about that infamous gut feeling again. After the club was formed and we grew rapidly, we did not expect, by the way, that we would. We did that and sustained it because each one who was a part of it loves what they are doing and spends countless amount of time together to make things happen, which seemingly is impossible even till date. we have continued to be associated with this group. I would not be wrong if I said that it is not possible without the group that you are in and the support that you receive. But to continue doing what you love, sometimes you need to take risks. And believe me, uh, if you believe in the cosmos gets you there, where you're meant to be tomorrow. That is called gut feeling. It comes from within. It keeps telling you that you need to do it. Thanks to many of my activities here, on my way to graduation, again I was blessed with two great offers. Very great offers that I couldn't resist. But then both wanted me to join in March as soon as I left college. And I had just finished giving my SSB for the Navy, for the post of a pilot. But the results were due in June. That's a gap of how much? Approximately 5 months. Now, had I waited for those 5 months, I would have to leave those two great offers. Nowadays, your your packages are in, I don't know, countless lakhs. But back in our days, they weren't. They were around 5, 6 at max. But I was given a very good, hefty amount prior to that only. But still, now I was in this dilemma to leave those two jobs, which were again related to aerospace, by the way. One was, I wouldn't be wrong if I took the names. One was Infosys Aerospace and one was Mahindra Aerospace. They have an aerospace division, by the way, in case you all don't know. Or wait it out, take that risk, leave those jobs and join the Navy. What would I do? Obviously, I would take up those jobs. Why? Because the chances of getting into the Navy were very slim. Very, very slim. How slim? 17 seats for the post of pilots with lakhs of aspirants. So you can do the math. You'll get the probability. Just 17 seats. That's it. With so many rounds of elimination, although the rounds were done. But you can never be sure that you're going to be in those 17. Come on, I mean, that guy did not make it to the IITs. How will you make it to those 17? It's a probability even worse than that. So clearly, it was very well defined. I had to leave the job at Navy and then join those two jobs, or else my parents would kill me. But what did I do? I left those jobs. I had a gut feeling that I will make it to the Navy for some reason. Totally not justified, but I had that gut feeling. And then my parents were again supportive. They said, okay, if that is what you desire, please do it. So clearly I had to forgive those jobs, and then that's what I've done. And so, with a job people dream of having at hand, I left it to satisfy my stupid obsession with flying. It wasn't easy, but believe me, my gut did not lie to me. And here I am today after 10 years, still happy in that job. I would not have been happy had I joined those two. Again, I have a job. It is rather different. How different? Well, at best, I can put it this way, that there may be, at best, I would be building aircraft, although they don't build aircraft. It's more of analysis. And here I am flying those machines which have been built by the best in the industry, spending crores on daily basis just for the fun of it. That's how it works. So this situation will come in each and every one of your lives. That's why I have brought it out to you. And again, I want to caution you, my guts did not lie. But there is no guarantee that yours won't. So you have to take such things with a pinch of salt. But then if you have that instinct, if you believe in yourself, and if you think that it is meant for you to, for that thing to happen to you, then you can rather take that risk. If not, then something better will happen to you. But it's a risk very well worth taking. It needs to be a genuine gut feeling, by the way. For the third part, it's not a story, rather a prediction for all of you. Now I'm good at predicting also, fortunately. So irrespective of your recent achievements, it is imperative to remind you that the club is still in a very nascent stage. Where I am today, with my experience, I can tell you this. It is from here that you should start growing and competing internationally, which requires a lot of concentrated effort. With the experience gained, it is imperative that appropriate infrastructure be laid to help harness the expertise that you have developed. This goes for the college as well. The club now has a pool of talent, alumni of vast and varied experience in various fields, and dedicated and experienced faculty who have been associated and a part of it, like your own principal, vice principal, and Guru Raj sir, who's been with me since eternity now. This combination gives you a very rare window of opportunity. It won't last for long. With many rapid developments in the field of RPA technologies in the recent past, and the support that the governments across the globe are giving to develop associated technologies, there is no doubt that what you are doing at Aero Club today, albeit at a very small scale, is definitely what the future demands. This is the way to go. This is the future. Our country's needs in this sector are very, very extensive. Although the solutions available are very limited. And that is why this places the club in a very unique spot with its abilities to provide raw talent like you who are readily picked up by people to meet the growing demands wherever you go, including flying these rudimentary crafts which you make. However, if done right with more investments in time and effort, which will require a lot of effort by the way, we could very well be poised to provide not only raw pool of talent to meet this demand, but also provide technical expertise in the field, which is a demanding field, which is required by a great country, which are likely to see an exponential growth in the very next few years, especially in sectors of agriculture, defense without any say, and even civil applications. Many technical institutions thus have started investing heavily in this field in very recent past. I've been to a few. But the hard-earned expertise developed at Nitte gives you a leap over many other esteemed institutions, including the IITs today. Not even the IITs can produce a list like this. It's very rare. It's a very rare feat that you have achieved. And this is again very evident from your success which you have over the past few years. However, it is to be remembered that while India may be developing and advancing cautiously in this field, many foreign institutions have been approaching this field rather very aggressively, including your partner institutes which you have affiliations with. Thus, our achievements are still very naive, very, very naive compared to elsewhere. But the time is right to set up the infrastructure to promote this growth and focus on competing globally, not only bringing acclaims to yourself and the institute, but also helping the nation progress as well, because we need it, because that is what the future demands and that is what we hold. Nitte now is very well acclaimed. as we all know, it's a deemed university, and it is imperative that you start developing from merely being an institution to contributing towards nation building now. Because if not you and your Aero Club and the people at Aero Club here who have tasted so much of success, then who? Who will do it? It is up to us. I was one amongst you. Still am. So you can be that one in your own field of expertise tomorrow. With this, I take the opportunity to leave you to introspect. Thank you again, and thank you for bearing with me for well about 15-20 minutes now. Wish you a very happy 10th anniversary, and stay happy and cautious as always. Thank you.
Thank you, Devin, for addressing us. Now, I request Dr. Balbir Singh, Senior Assistant Professor at the Department of Aeronautical and Automobile Engineering, MIT, to address us.
So hello everyone. I didn't plan for this speech, but when I came in the morning today and I saw, like apart from the traditional design of quadcopters that you guys build, okay, because for quadcopters we already have kits available, so you can order those kits from there and you can build them. They just fabricate it. But fabricating some kind of a special design, when I say okay, you have, I saw a UAV which has some kind of inverted T canted being design, which is very unique, okay, for UAVs. So I was very happy. So that's what I was telling to Dr. Gururaj also. It's very commendable when I see such things in universities where they don't have even the aerospace department. Okay, at MIT we have a full-fledged aerospace department. So many activities we do related to aero. We have one team come, I think they are from MIT. They are working on drone aid. There's a club called Drone Aid, and they are making application-based drones, okay, for specific purposes. So like this, so many activities are there. But your thing is more commendable because you don't have an associated department. But still, I'm really appreciating that how the faculties here are taking that initiative and bringing all these things forward. Okay, I will not give a long speech today because I know there's inauguration going on, and whatever I achieved and what I as a capacity means as a resource person can motivate you further how you can come and join this kind of branch or make your career in aeronautics and astronautics. That we will discuss tomorrow because we have a keynote speaker. But I can show you how I entered into this and what kind of experience I have gained, how I got fascinated with space, or I got fascinated with aerospace and all. So I once again thank you all, and I once again I'm really appreciating you, what you people have done, and I also believe that your upcoming this club workshop or conference will be a fruitful conference. We will have nice deliberations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request our beloved principal to present mementos to our esteemed guests. I request principal to present memento to our guest, Mr. Muniratnam, sir. I request our beloved vice principal to present memento to Balbir Singh. I request the technical coordinator of Aero Club, Dr. Gururaj Upadhyaya, to present memento to Mr. Devin. Thank you, sir. Before we proceed further, I would like to take a moment to express my profound gratitude to a remarkable individual who embodies the essence of today's event, Mr. Anant Eresappa. He is the visionary whose mind, dedication, and tireless efforts have been the driving force behind this gathering. His influence extends far beyond just this event. For over a decade, he has been the backbone of our Aero Club. From ensuring the safe flight of a single aircraft to establishing numerous records in our name, his unwavering commitment to our club is truly beyond words. His journey with the Aero Club is nothing short of inspirational. Starting as a member, he ascended to the role of president and now serves as a mentor. His steadfast dedication has consistently upheld the standards of excellence that defines us, that is, if it's about skies, then it's always about us. Experienced UAV operator with a background in challenging environments, including the Central African Republic for UN peacekeeping mission, senior executive at Tata Advanced Systems specializing in UAV integration, assembly and testing with over 100 plus flight hours, UAV field operation manager and trainer at Skylark Drones, Anand is truly dedicated to advancing the field of UAV operations. Moreover, Anand's trajectory serves as a living inspiration to all enthusiasts gathered here today. Transitioning from the realm of startups to serving in defense sectors, his journey exemplifies the height that passion and dedication cannot stop us. Furthermore, Mr. Karthik B., Senior Executive at Tata Advanced Systems, Ms. Harshita Suresh, Paid Media Executive at Ascot Groups UK, Mr. Ankit Bhandari, Software Development Engineer, Oracle, Bangalore, Ms. Sushmita Shetty, Developer Support Engineer, JFrog, are integral pillars of our strength. Their contributions are the reason we gather here today for this auspicious occasion. In their absence, we feel their presence even more keenly. The guidance and mentorship have left this indelible mark on all of us, and we are forever grateful for their role in shaping this extraordinary legacy. A rousing round of applause to the mentors of Aero Club Nitte. Now, I would like to invite our principal, Dr. Niranjan N. Chiplunkar, to deliver the presidential address. I would like to invite the vice principal of our college to deliver the address.
Very good morning. I will take just only 2 minutes. I am here for two purposes. Number one is to encourage our students because you are doing a very fantastic job. And the second one is my daughter Anjana was a member of Aero Club and guided by Edwin. And now she said that she may join you tomorrow. And she was brilliant in academics. She got best outgoing student of that particular batch 2017. But when I asked her which is the most remembering occasion in the college, she said spending for 3 years as a member of the Aero Club. That much of involvement she has there, and she told you how to go. You have to go and bless our students so that they can do still a better job and a wonderful. Because as my alumni rightly said, see, this is the way how we can involve in extracurricular activities, and also there's a lot of opportunity in this area. And let me once again wish you all the best, and deliberations today and tomorrow definitely will be a success, and my congratulations for all of you for arranging in the nice program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request our principal for the presidential address.
Very good morning to one and all present here. The chief guest of this program, Shri Muniratnam Jauji, the chairperson of SA India Aerospace Forum, Dr. Balbir Singh from MIT Manipal Aerospace Department, Mr. Divin, our proud alumnus and also the founder of this Aero Club here in our college, Dr. Miten Taya, the vice principal, Dr. Gururaj, who is the faculty coordinator of this Aero Club right from its inception, and Mr. Divyamshu, who is the leader of Aero Club during the current year, Dr. Shashikant, who is the executive committee or member of Bangalore section of SAE, and invitees, faculty members, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students, not only from our college but also from other colleges who are here to participate. Divin has taken 15 minutes, so I should take at least some 5 minutes. I still remember those days, 10 years back, when Divin approached us. Sir, we would like to start a Aero Club here. Actually, we also didn't know what that is all about. But after some 2-3 rounds of discussion, we really felt that yes, students have come forward with an interest to have a club like this, which is a technical club, not in fact promoted initially by the college, but it's a voluntary thing which has come up from their own. So we would like to. So within our constraint, we said, yes, go ahead, we'll support you. But year after year, we have been seeing the tremendous growth in the activities that have been there through Aero Club. And I believe it's all possible, it has become possible because of that initial groundwork and the processes that they had put in place. I still remember every year at the end of academic year, it has been a practice for last 10 years to give the entire expenditure details and also the report of the activities that were held, the prizes won by the students of Aero Club and various competitions at the national level, and immediately after that a budget requirement for the next year. Invariably there used to be at least 15% hike in the earlier year's budget, requesting for higher budget. Of course, we also used to discuss and then used to permit them to go ahead. I know we could not give them enough space in the college to really act as a very active club, but nevertheless, within our constraints, wherever we could, I believe they've already shifted their Aero Club, location 3 times. Now they are in one corner. But that's the reality. But definitely by 2026, because we have been telling this, that our new academic block with 180,000 square foot is coming up, and already one floor has been kept aside for centers of excellence and then club activities like this. I'm sure by 2026 this will get a new space. Apart from Aero Club, we also have other 3, 4, they are not professional society chapters, they are not cultural clubs, they are technical clubs like this which have been started by the student friends. There's a Finite Loop Club which is into coding, and just 2 years back one shipwright club into ship model building that has started again because of one student, I don't remember her name, but it has done wonderful work that year, and even the subsequent year. This year I see little, not that much of activities through that particular club, because finally it all depends on the students who are there participating in the activities of that club. And we have robotics club. It was little dormant for 3-4 years, but again it has come up now. So this ups and downs keep happening, but with regard to Aero Club, I see it's always the growth. It's like this, it is flying, right? And just now the MC mentioned about a couple of mentors. They were all our alumni, they were all students, and in fact after being in the Aero Club they started their startup also in the college. And I know through that startup lots of activities were conducted initially, and that was one among initial few startups in the college by the students. But because of that, now of course that doesn't exist in the college, that startup, but now they have moved out, and as she mentioned, they're all in different places across the globe, occupying very good positions, guiding the juniors, and then still connecting back with the college with activities like Aero Club. Otherwise I don't think they would have. But that Aero Club is connecting dots. So that has made them to connect back to the college, and I really am happy, and then happy that Divin is now serving Indian Navy Lieutenant Commander post, and then he did not say where all he served, but just with 1 minute interaction with him, he was there in Pune. Now he's in Cochin, right? Cochin and then Balakot and all that various places. I don't know where all. Doesn't matter. You can talk to him. He's here till tomorrow. But I believe he had that passion, as he rightly mentioned. But he did not simply said that I have a passion, so let luck come to me, and then wherever it takes me, let me go there. No, he did not do that. He really worked hard towards that, and that is how we can see him here. And of course, I really should thank our management at this point in time, because an event of this magnitude, where there are lots of colleges across the country and also very many nearby colleges are participating, and there is a cost involved, and they said, when students approached our management, they said, yes, go ahead, we'll support you financially. So I really wish to thank our Honorable Chancellor, Sri Anvinay Hegde, Pro Chancellor Sri Vishal Hegde and the entire team of our university for supporting this. And Dr. Gururaj, of course, he is always there. He is the person who doesn't come to the forefront. He always at the back, but he guides, pushes the students. I think that's also a good thing because many a times we see faculty members coming in the front and then students coming at the behind them. But here it's the other way around. Students always in the front, but I know he's always there at the back. And that is how he still is continuing with that Aero Club as a coordinator. And I believe all of you know our Aero Club team. In the last 1 year from March, they have won several prizes at national level. They have gone to IIT Kharagpur, IIT Mumbai, wherever, all this aero modeling workshops, various contests. I don't have the list with me, but I know because I was just collecting the information for our next week's college day program. What all you have, where all you have gone, what all you have won. So they gave me a big list of events. Then I said it's not appropriate for me to read it here, but definitely you can interact. How many of this gathering are from our college? Students, please raise your hands. Yeah, all those who are sitting or standing in the periphery, they are our students. Others are from other colleges. So thanks for coming over here. And then this is also an occasion where you can network. You can get to know the good practices, good things which are happening in other colleges, and which are really worthy to emulate. You can do so. And then Divin was mentioning. Now for last 10 years, yes, you have arranged, of course, I believe this is the first event that we have arranged at this scale, here. Otherwise, our students have been going to various national events. Now we also is at international level. Yes, I know MIT Manipal students have been going, and because I'm also a faculty I was at MIT Manipal from 86 to 96, so I know, and I still have a very good rapport with MIT Manipal, and I really wish to thank Dr. Singh for being here. And I request him from this podium that you have a very nice aerospace department. And in the days to come, I don't know whether students have been interacting with you, but definitely they'll come to you. And then please guide, because we all have to work together, and that's how we can grow. In silos, nothing will happen. This is one thing. And sir, SAE, I'm really very happy. For I believe again last 8 to 10 years, our SAE Baha team initially they have been participating, and then again there were some ups and downs. It's quite natural, and I really could see 25 plus students list here who are the SAE Collegiate Aero Wing. So that particular association or club or whatever you call it has been now made very formal this morning by our chief guest, Mr. Moniratnam, who is a person with lots of experiences. Yesterday, in fact, he addressed our students. I really wish to thank him on this occasion. Dr. Shashikant was responsible for all that. And I think last year or before last year, we also had planned to have an SAE event here. You may be aware about that. We had gone out to see the track and all that. But that did not materialize, maybe because of several reasons. But in the days to come, that may also a reality here. Ibaha. So we had spent a lot of our time in identifying the space and how to go about, but finally it did not happen. But we are ready, because finally, as Divin was rightly mentioning, within the classroom, whatever you study, that is one part of it. That is very important, no doubt about it. But outside of it, how much you learn, what is your passion, where it drives, that really matters. And the college definitely will extend all its supports for all such activities. And one more thing, I just counted, out of 14 branches of engineering that we have in our college today, there are already student members from 9 branches here. So I believe each one of them will enthuse and then encourage other 5 from their own branches to join and then take it forward. Yes. Yeah. It's interdisciplinary. So this program is jointly of both. One is Aero Club's 10th year of celebration, and also SAE Collegiate Aero Wing. Formally, we have started today. So wishing you all the best. Thank you very much. Thanks for the patience.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. Gururaj Upadhyaya, Technical Coordinator of Aero Club, for vote of thanks.
Respected dignitaries on dais, and my dear students from Aero Club, and all the participants who are waiting to participate. In fact, it's taken a long time. So I'll try to take as short time as possible. So first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Muniratnam Javaji for accepting our invitation to inaugurate this function and inaugurate the SAE Aero Wing in the college. I would thank Professor Dr. Shashikant Karinka for making this happen. In fact, he is our internal representative of SAE. We have interacted with the SAE board members about twice online, and maybe he has interacted with the SAE members for about 4 or 5 times. Yeah, he came personally. So, if Javadi sir is here, it's because of him. And we thank him, sir. And I also thank our alumni, Mr. Devin Bharadwaj, despite his busy schedule. I mean, it is his brainchild, but he used to come, but now it's formal, more of a formal being part of that. But anyway, club has developed a lot. Of course, one of the reasons why you don't find too many students today is because tomorrow they have MSc, and on Monday, I think some of the students, senior students, are writing GATE exam. That also is there. And Monday onwards, first year and second year students have MSc here. So that also is only mainly you see sixth semester students here. Of course, some other seniors are there, but somehow we are able to put up a show here. And also, I thank Dr. Balbir Singh, who will be judge for an event, paper presentation event today, and tomorrow he will be part of that Words with Wings program. So I thank our one of my friends, Dr. Chandrakant Kini, for getting introduced to Balbir Singh. And also, I thank our management for providing the required funds for organizing this event. Also, I thank our principal for permitting us to go ahead with the event. For the presence, I would also thank our vice principal. He made, of course, he's a testimony. In fact, he has seen us throughout all these years. As he said, his daughter was part of the club, one of the first members of the club. And all others, many from the department of sports or physical education have helped us organize this event here. The RE Resident Engineers Department has helped us, and Department is providing buses for us to take students from different schools. Many have helped us, and first, not the least, last but not least, I would like to thank all the participants, because without the participation of participants from different regions of the country, it wouldn't have been possible for us to organize this event. Thank you all for making it to this college. Go around the college once your your competition is done. See, in fact, it's a village, but then village has developed because of the college. Because biggest thing about this village is the college itself. So, but then you can go around, see how how the people live here, and then also I would like to thank Mr. Krishna Joyce, our PRO, for providing us the required publicity and the required material. All, in fact, I have missed some of them. All our HODs, deans who are not present here, but then they have supported us in different at different levels through different means. Okay, so maybe I have missed some names here. Sorry for that. Thank you again, one and all, for the support you have provided. And as they say, well begun is half done. So thank you once again. Let all of you have, especially the people who have come from outside, we wish all of you have a beautiful set of 2 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request all the dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Shashikant Karinka, sir, and our Aero Club mentor present here, Ms. Sushmita Shetty, to release the balloon so that we can commence with the further events. Guys, a huge round of applause for this big day, and we shall begin with the event. Vayurvya 2024 begins. Thank you everyone and best of luck to all the participants present here. A small announcement. I request the participants of Rotorcraft event to go to their arena for the registrations and the further procedures. Aerox will be conducted in this event in this ground itself, and Vichar will be held at Samram Auditorium.